YouTube, what's poppin'? Today we looking at inside the 100 million empire of Rick Ross. Let's see what they talking about, man.
Today we touched down in Miami for a master class with the man, the myth, the legend, Rick Ross, the boss. In an era when most rappers fall off and go broke in under a year, Rick Ross has had double-decade staying power, transforming his rap cash into a nine-figure business empire spanning restaurant franchises, automotive products, alcohol, and even his own record label. You'll see inside his multi-million-dollar car and jet collection, hear his business philosophy, and experience what it's like to cruise around the streets of Miami like a boss. So without further ado, let's meet the man and get inside the business empire of Rick Ross. But first, a quick word from the sponsor of today's episode.
No sponsor, no sponsor, no sponsor. You watch my videos, you know I don't do no sponsors unless I'm getting sponsored. No sponsors, man. That's how I'm coming. That's how I'm coming. Let's get it.
And your boy needs sunscreen. I don't got enough melon on at Dollar General.
Rick Ross, Rosé. And we're in for a treat. This guy is just oozing motivation and hustle out of his body. And I want some of that. I want to soak in it. I think with all that's going on in the world, positive, can-do energy, beautiful. And so I'm excited. I think more and more on the channel, we want to focus on the moguls, the people that have built empires, and just the one-of-one characters that exist. The world is flooded with
taking
really
a break
cool,
from,
people.
you know, diving inside the trenches.
My job is I get to wake
I don't want to
up
speak too soon, but
I'm like, holy shit, I
you
can't
get the
even
gist of what
believe
I'm
I'm in the
saying.
same room asking this guy
we're going the
questions.
business route this time.
Cool human experience.
Not really in the trenches, not really in the hood,
private jet
but business.
Where Ross the boss himself will be meeting us. We'll see you when we get there.
I'm the biggest boss that you've seen this far. Yeah.
All right, folks, we found the hangar. We're here with luxury vehicles, alcohol collection that I hear is bulletproof. And right behind us over here, we have the alcohol collection that I hear is...
Dang, Ricky Rose, you getting money like that? The alcohol collection is bulletproof? The alcohol collection? Come on, man, that's a little bit too much now.
Bulletproof.
Dang, he must really like alcohol, for real.
Right behind us
bulletproof
over here,
that.
we have the Rick Ross jet. The man himself is about to show up to the building. When he gets here, it's time to get rolling.
That's how he coming already off the bat. He just getting started.
My name's Tommy. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure mine.
How are you?
Too easy.
You're a man that likes collecting the finer things in life, right?
Facts.
I brought Milwaukee's finest for you. Just a little something to show our appreciation for you.
Let me see it. Let me see it, because if it's the finest, it has to be the finest.
Here, you want to unbox it?
Diamante.
Diamante. Hey, this guy made this for your face in particular.
What's?
Gold.
What?
Diamond cut.
I never heard of them.
Damn, you look good.
Look clean, though.
Diamante.
Look, come on, man. Ain't gonna lie. Tommy G, you got me with this one, man. Dang, bro. I usually don't fall for the sponsors, but he got me with this one. He got me with this one.
Going myself, okay?
Too easy.
Can you give me a little tour of what we're walking through right now?
This is the Rick Ross Clubhouse. That's what it somewhat is.
Clubhouse. Bunch of old school vehicles. Something I'll drive.
So when people look at Rick Ross, they see all these cars, they see your empire, they see the businesses. But there's once upon a time, you weren't Rick Ross, you were Windex William. Tell me who Windex William is.
I began washing cars at early as 13. And it was something that I loved to do because I love cars that much. The more I could be around the car, I was like, yo, they gonna pay me and tip me for this? Yo, this crazy. And I'm getting to sit in a car that, damn, I would do anything just to look at. So it's like it was a win-win for me.
One thing I read from your book, Hurricane, is that when you were wiping down these cars, the hustlers requested you. What did you learn from the hustlers? What about their mindset? What about their mentality did you take away from these hustlers that you got to meet?
I understood that at an early age. I understood the power of $1. I saw what hustlers could do with a $10 tip. So if you was getting your car washed and you was tipping whoever was washing the car $10 to $15, everybody stopped what they was doing to wash your car. And I knew at a young age I wanted to be a big tipper. I want to pull up and stop what they doing and take care of Rose.
Okay, big tipper. Okay,
the science of mathematics.
I want to talk about your portfolio. Can we walk over here and you tell me your alcohol portion of your portfolio?
I began understanding branding as soon as I got in the game. I understood, once again, the science of mathematics because I was standing in the club already. I'm in the club. The bottles are next to me. I'm doing this 5 nights a week. Why don't I create a relationship with the bottles that's next to me? I'm already standing next to them for free.
Nah, he's so passionate in the way he
Can you
speaks.
break down
Funny
a
though.
little bit of, okay, so when you get into these deals, are you looking for equity? Are you looking for
Nah,
the
he not
exit?
really. I'm gonna be honest. He not really saying something that's mind blowing, but the way that he's saying it though is like it got my full attention. I can't lie. When he was speaking about the tips, about him being a big tipper, pause on that. But when he said that he tipped, car detailers and car washers a little 10, 15 extra, you know what I'm saying? They stop what they doing and make sure to do rose car the right way. Give them their full effort, their full attention. Like that's kind of like basic, you know what I'm saying? That ain't really, like I said, mind blowing, but the way that he said it was kind of mind blowing though. It had my full attention. Yeah.
Every deal is different. Some things you could see the long-term vision on. Some you may not. Some things you may want to, let's keep this to a 3-year situation and we'll come back in 3 years and rediscuss what's going on if it's good for both of us. But some of them you see right out the gate.
You're a money-making factory, but I read recently that you walked away from a 7-figure cigarette deal. So you don't take all money that comes your way. What is your criteria?
For me to be great at what I do, it's got to be something that I really admire, something that I really love. I'm not just going to rep Luke Belair when I'm in the club. No, everywhere it's a part of my lifestyle. That's something that I really
gotta have
love.
a standard.
That's something that I really enjoy, so it's fun for me. But if you try to hand me a Newport or a Marlboro, that'll fuck up my energy and my vibe. I don't want that.
Nah, for
now,
real.
do I smoke?
For real.
Of course I smoke nice herbal flowers, but I don't smoke squares.
Was it hard to walk away when you're looking at that much money on the table?
It ain't hard to walk away at all. Especially when he get into the bag. Like he got the bulletproof alcohol shelf in the background. You really think it's gonna be hard to walk away when you get that type of money, Playboy? Really think about that, man. But I gotta salute it though, because I don't really rock with the Newports anyway. Not no cigarette smoker. No disrespect to the cigarette smokers that may be watching me. But yeah, man, I gotta salute that, man. Put the 6 down.
Nah, not if I know I'm not gonna do it wholeheartedly.
You have 20 plus years in the game. You have longevity, which is rare right now. I think especially right now in rap, you hear about these guys, they pop up big for about a year and a half, and then they start to fade away. What are the biggest mistakes rappers are making when it comes to money and when it comes to having longevity right now?
You want to stack your paper so you can understand your possibilities. Let them stack for a year, and at the end of the year, now look at your possibilities of the next move you can make. Instead of going to get a quick watch and a quick thick chain and some Dior sweaters, let that shit set up. And at the end of the year, you could go get a 5-bedroom with a swimming pool. And then on top of that, just make it an Airbnb. Shit, put your cousin in one room. Let them know you handle the lights. I'm just a hustler. I'm going to find a way to do something.
So, because the average rapper I know that signed a deal in the last couple of years, immediately they're going to get teeth, they're going to get jewelry, and they spend a good chunk of their advance. They don't even know that they have taxes on the back and they have to take care of. And by the time they're done spending on random bullshit, they're almost broke again.
That's how it goes. And that's one thing that I was fortunate to learn in the streets before I got in the rap game. I had the experience of making a little bit of paper and losing it. Oh, in the streets, that's what you do. You go to a dice game, you come in with $800, you leave with nothing. Oh, you got to experience that. And you tell yourself, I'll never go broke again. I'll never go broke again. But you go broke again. And you do it again. And that's when you begin to learn to respect the power of a dollar. I didn't buy nothing. I just went and ran it all the way up, stacked it in a shoebox. Let's see what it looked like at the end of the year. Now let's see what we could go play with.
Yeah. Hey, man. Ricky Rose, that's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm talking about. You spend that game, that knowledge right there. And I relate to it, man. See, that's the thing when it comes to gambling. You can lose your money in an instant, man. It take what? It takes some time to make that money, right? Hard work. Dedication, hours to make a certain amount of money, but you can lose it in it quickly. 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, man. When you're gambling, yeah. If you don't gamble, please Do not gamble. Do not gamble, man. It's not good for you. Not good for you. I ain't gonna lie, I like the red vehicles though.
You're a car collector.
Automobiles, I'm feeling those
over here and how it plays a part in your life.
Okay, so this being my hangar, this a few of my favorite toys. I'm up with 200 cars in my collection.
Yeah. This one right here, I'm whipping that one. No lie. Yeah. Or nah, this one. Just put the top down. Or maybe I say probably this one, but I ain't really feeling the black on the seats, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need to go all red, and then I might drive it around. You know what I'm saying? But until then, I might have to pass. Can't forget about the arcade in the background. I ain't even see all this. I'm gonna need to use that too, Ricky Rose. Yeah. Let me borrow that for a day. You'll be alright.
Right here, just this. They different vibes. That's 57 Renzel. That's a Bel Air 1957. I spent more than 5 years building that. I have more than $500,000 in that car.
In that one car.
Facts. The one next to it is a 57 station wagon that only drives off airplane fuel. The one next to it is a 69 Camaro I've never even sat in. The one next to it with the big blower, that's a 73 Caprice.
So you buy it just for the looks? Like you don't even drive it?
Most sought after donk. This a 96 Impala. This is a dope boy favorite. This has 2,200 miles on it. And then when I was graduating in high school, Suburbans and 1500s, I never sat in these either. I have a 1971 that's gonna complete this trifecta.
You're not just a collector, you also run a show.
I do. The Rick Ross Car Show. This will be the June 13th will be the 5th annual Rick Ross Car Show. And it just started as conversation with me, 57 Freddie. Here we are, 5th year.
All these.
That's nice. That's
25 million plus million records you've sold.
The number is multiplied since then, but most definitely, these are all releases that was released with my partnership.
The biggest driver of Ross's fortune is his label Maybach Music Group because he doesn't just make music, he owns the music. While the average signed rapper gets just a fraction of their record sales, Ross in his typical entrepreneurial fashion decided to create his own label. In fact, between his solo records, selling features, and touring the world, it's rumored that he's generated himself around $90 million. And when you add in the superstar rappers signed to Maybach Music Group like Meek Mill, French Montana, and Wale, you could estimate that altogether MMG has sold between 65 and 80 million records. So of Ross's portfolio, it's likely that just music alone has made him well into the 9 figures.
If you were to sign another rapper now, what are you looking for?
An artist with a very distinct
sound,
gift, flow, tone.
Hey, I gotta comment on this because the music game has been very treacherous. It's been I don't want to disrespect these musicians, but it's the game hasn't been in a good place. I'm gonna say that it hasn't been well taken care of. We got to look at the past greats: Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying? Should I continue? Jay-Z. I'm gonna throw in Eminem. I don't even listen to Eminem, but I gotta pay my respect. Man, y'all get the picture, man. Like, music was taken care of back then, but it's in a rough place right now. A lot of the music I'm hearing right now is garbage. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's garbage. I'm listening to old music. I don't even really be listening to new music. People been dropping albums. I don't even check the album out because I feel like it's trash. Like, what's the point? What's the point? So yeah, man, we need a distinct sound, a distinct difference. Everybody sounding the same, copying each other. Hey man, I relate to you, but
somebody that has that burning desire to succeed. That means more to me than anything. You can't let me out hustle you. If I'm out working you don't even have a chance. Just go quit.
He's creating his own world. Like,
that's the thing too. I gotta comment on that. A lot of musicians, when they upcoming and they got a one hot song, it's like they taking years to drop the next best song, the next best album. Don't want to drop. Like, come on, man, this mysterious gimmick, you gotta cut it out. You gotta be hungry. You gotta be putting out content, putting out music, everything, man, everything.
Can you imagine if you just wanted to do everything you want to do? Your name's on the jet, You're doing business
Gotta be
deals while you're
hungry.
puffing a
You hear
joint.
me?
You got your Rolls Royce being
Dedicated,
washed
man.
outside.
Dedicated to
And
the
that's
game.
the power I think we do all have. There is an amount of luck. There is an amount of being born in the right
And work
circumstances
ethic.
or having destiny match up with you. But I really do think with enough hard work and years of dedication, you can create a lifestyle that it's your own heaven on earth in a way. And yeah, you still have troubles and issues, but you want to have a life where you wake up and you are excited to hit the ground every single day. That's just how you want to operate. And he's doing that, and I think that's really inspiring. I call my wife Sweet Cheeks. Sounds like you got a Sweet Cheeks as well.
Oh man, you gotta have a Sweet Cheeks.
They're key to
That's
the operation.
beautiful right there. See, that's what slippery soap does. Look at that. Not to mention that's the Mansory edition. It only run you 800,000.
Only a little light,
Yeah,
800,000.
like 800.
Is it ever hard to make a big purchase like that? Towards the beginning, when you first started doing
Oh,
it.
without a doubt. You gotta move with timing.
When I first started dating my wife, I wasn't making that much money. So when we go to a restaurant and she'd order 2 appetizers, I was like, oh no. Like I started
No,
thinking
you
about the
wasn't.
bill.
No, you wasn't.
She taught me how to enjoy
No, you
life a little bit
wasn't.
more.
No, you wasn't.
But now I feel a little bit
Not
more.
the 2 appetizers.
So you have to sacrifice at the beginning and aggressively save. Just like you said, you sat on your money. The first deal you did,
Facts.
you sat on it.
Facts.
I didn't try and spend anything crazy. I still don't. I want to be in a position of untouchable money
Of course.
until I
That's
get
most
there.
definitely the goal. And it's a blueprint that you have to follow to get there.
Let's head to
but the big
AutoZone.
picture. Let's go
I
to
hear we
Auto-
got to stop there. Ross, from what I understand, you got some secret weapons on your team. Tell me about your sister.
I don't believe she's no longer a secret. I think they know. When it comes to the Empire, Maybach Music Group, and everything that
Shoot, I don't
falls
know.
under that umbrella, upwards and over 30 plus partnerships. My mother created the blueprint, and my sister most definitely is at the top of that, making sure everything moves the way it should.
What kind of responsibilities do your mom and sister handle for the business?
Oh, everything for me. It's just like the mob, baby. It's just like the mob.
What gets you up in the morning? What gets you excited right now? What's the thing that you're motivated
Shout out
by
to the
right
sis.
now?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
And the
look
mom
at
too.
us.
Yeah.
We riding through Carol City
Shout out
in
to
a
all the
Rolls
ladies,
Royce.
man.
That was always the plan. A lot of my homies didn't live to get to see it. A lot of them in the penitentiary will never come home. But this was always the plan. Regardless of how we made it there, that was always the plan. This is my high school right here, Miami, Carol City. It's Chief Nation. This shit where it go down, baby. This is Carol City.
This is where you used to play football.
Black and orange, better believe it.
Looks like a
Rick
great
Ross
school.
played football.
No, this is a new one. This ain't the one they had, Rose.
He definitely played
Look at
offensive
Popeyes.
lineman.
We had a Popeyes right behind our high school. How could you not love chicken? That's what made me invest in the Wingstop.
When Rick Ross says he loves chicken, he puts his money where his mouth is. He's a fiend for lemon pepper wings, and he's turned that passion into dozens of Wingstop franchises. Now, it's uncertain how many total locations he has or how much each location makes, but if we use conservative estimates from the interviews he's done, we can guess that he owns at least 25 Wingstops, and in total that these probably generate between $5 and $7 million a year in profit. And you can bet that in this
dirty
business,
Wingstop.
Ross gets high off his own supply.
Know how this shit move. This shit a train, and the train don't stop for nothing.
I gotta check it out, man.
Baby.
You better f***ing believe it.
Are you, sir?
Wonderful.
That's good.
You already know. Man, much love.
It look like he in
Appreciate it.
AutoZone. Yeah, this AutoZone.
So tell us about this move in
Auto
your
parts.
portfolio.
Okay, so this
Is this?
this
Hold on,
was
hold
something
on.
that was
It's not. Is this AutoZone? Hold on. My bad if I'm wrong. Yeah, this AutoZone. Auto parts.
So tell us about this move in your portfolio.
okay. So this was something that was really to me like super cool. It goes back to us when we were
And he
washing
got-
cars.
he got his
right
gear
up
in
the street.
AutoZone?
Look, those same cars, the '57 Bel Airs,
The Dunks.
the Dunks, the
Florida Dunks.
Yeah, the palm trees in the background.
So
We
this is a
just
full
represent the
circle moment.
culture.
You went from
without a doubt.
washing the cars as a young kid to now you own the product that washes the cars.
An amazing partnership with Jeremy Lewis. Shout out to him. He had the product, and he was taking care of my cars, and I just said, man, I believe in it. I think we could take this somewhere else, and so.
And I think a key part of this game is ownership. The way you make money is not being compensated for your time so much, but for owning equity parts of a company.
Without
Talk
a
to me
doubt.
about this.
A beginning is a beginning. You got to start somewhere, and that's cool. But having equity, you most definitely want to get to the core of the situation.
Look at
happening,
old man
baby?
in the
What's happening,
background.
baby?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
'Cause
moving
I
and
think
grooving.
anyone that wants to chase true wealth, whether it's owning a home health care, owning a daycare, owning a car wash line.
Right. Owning anything.
I just made an
Aspect.
investment recently. I got like a 3% share in a mental health company out in Arizona that's hopefully gonna help a lot of people and gonna print. So it's two things that go hand in hand very well.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. And for a lot of people that may not understand, 3% is a nice percentile. No, that could potentially be millions upon millions upon millions upon millions. And we speaking.
I can't believe they recorded in AutoZone though. This kind of crazy. Why people coming in and out?
Why not?
I can't believe
it's
it.
the biggest bezel, baby. One of these tires shine.
But then again,
ceramics.
They do got his equipment, his merch inside the store. So duh, man, it just hit me though. You know what I'm saying? But still though.
Spray wax, a quick detailer.
You're really stocking up.
A wheel cleaner, and the neutral. Yeah, where we could do this at. Shout out to AutoZone once again, an amazing partnership. We hearing this vibe. And so when I come in different AutoZones, I walk around and just look for different things. I always find something new that I never knew they carried. That Rick Ross Car Show, June 13th. What's up, baby?
How you doing,
Much
sir?
love, Big Eddie.
Yes.
Ooh, this the manager
Much
right
love.
here?
Well, I remember you since high school.
Did you?
Yes, sir.
You went to Carol City?
Yes, sir.
Carol City Chiefs in this motherfucker. You already know what it
Come on,
is,
man.
baby. You already know.
But by the time you probably got your product in the store.
Y'all see me right here in Carol City at AutoZone.
Hello.
Two bosses, two shot callers.
Yeah,
You
shot
already know
caller.
what it is.
Yeah.
Slippery soap. The
Auntie,
boss.
what's poppin'?
Glouse.
Yo, imagine Scotty out of AutoZone. Auto parts. Man, I'm telling you, man. They ain't ready for me. I'll be the best of the best.
Ross, can you give the people some motivation today?
You only live once, baby. This bitch start with life and end with death. When is that day? Who knows? We don't know. Will you be prepared?
The older you get, you think more about death?
No, the reality, it becomes more, realistic every day.
You seem like a guy that almost never gets nervous.
You might be right.
That's your aura, at least.
You might be right.
Because a lot of people are plagued by anxiety. They're plagued by not having confidence.
I don't
in
take
themselves.
medication. I was having this conversation with one of my, and they like, homie, you got all these businesses and you don't take no anxiety medications? No, I don't. It's a beautiful thing. Me purchasing this Checkers was the very first one. So after our football games as a football team on Friday nights,
You know about Checkers,
we
boy.
all would go back to the high school, turn in our football, our game equipment, the jerseys, etc. Then we all came to Checkers because that's what we could afford. But beginning with my first Checkers, it wasn't even about the numbers.
Checkers is a
the
good spot
demographics.
though.
No,
He just brought,
I grew up right here.
He
I
just
know
brought
it.
me back to the chili cheese hot dogs from Checkers. If you know, you know. Boy, that's a smash. Yeah, man. I didn't even know he knew about that though.
different
Checkers.
reasons.
That's a
You want to say
old
hi
one
to your
too.
people?
Of course, we're gonna go say what's up.
You can find the closest Checkers in the hood for sure. He just brought me back, man.
Carol City in this thing, you know what it is? You better believe it, baby.
The Big Buford, did you name that?
No, I named one of my trucks after that. I'm finna get a spicy chicken sandwich combo and a Big Buford for no reason. And so that's where we hung at.
I know his stomach about
We
to
all
hurt.
pulled our cars
Spicy
right
chicken
there.
sandwich?
Boom, 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 boom.
Do you know if someone wants to get into a franchise like this, do you know how much they should be saving up? Is it 200, 500? Is there an estimate of what someone should be looking to save to get one of these?
Oh man, anywhere from 3 to 500K.
I think a lot of people, when it comes to making their first few investments, they can get worried. They feel like they don't have enough money to do it, but even saving $50 a week adds up over a year. And then you start to amplify that because one rental property steamrolls into 2, which turns into 4, 8, and then all of a sudden you got
That's most definitely the perfect situation. But you most definitely gotta have your foot on the gas.
And what are you willing to sacrifice for a little bit?
It was most definitely a time where I couldn't do that. Enjoy all the nice restaurants and all that shit. It was a time where you couldn't do that. You had to just stick to whatever the plan was and execute whatever the plan was. When it comes
Might
to
eat some ramen
multiplying
noodles all week, you know what I mean?
business,
Yeah,
you kick the door in, you see what the potentials are, you get better at what you do, and it's all about team, like I said, and you keep going.
Right now, you're at a stage where you don't really need, like, you are the money in a lot of ways. But if someone were to say, Rick Ross, I think Milwaukee would be a great location for a Wingstop. I'll put up some of the capital. You have your team run it. Would that be something that you would even consider?
Just naturally off the top, no. How do I know you're a good partner? That's a gamble I'm taking right off the rip. For two, I don't need the finances. I can do that myself. So now I'm already shaking the dice of, are you gonna deliver whatever your end of the bargain is? And then a lot of times, unfortunately, in business, everybody don't.
Is there anything still on your list this year you want to close out to add a new partnership to the table?
Yes, it is. We actually close to closing the deal. I have a dentist office. I have a partnership with a dentist.
That's a lucrative one.
A very lucrative.
I think what you open the doors
Into that
for
bag
people
for
is the
real.
belief that anything can happen.
And it's the truth. That's all I let them know. I graduated from school right here. There's still an empire. There's still what mean the most to me. It's just like music. My city, music, everything after that fall in place.
And the cool thing is it only takes one thing to change your life. For you, it was every day I'm hustling.
One thing.
How did your life change once you dropped that song?
Once I dropped that song, it was a
Look how he
global
moving.
smash. And like I said, I just focused on that song, executing, performing, and writing new records for a whole year. I never went and bought a car. I just made sure I wouldn't miss one show. I wanted promoters to know this dude right here is about his business. He not gonna be late. He not gonna come drunk. He not gonna fuck up the party. No, we gonna party even longer. You paid me for 30 minutes, but I stayed 50 minutes. I'm gonna show you that love. And once that began to get around, they understood Rick Ross was here to stay.
How many years were you rapping for before Every Day I'm Hustling came out?
Maybe 10 years.
Did you almost give up or decide to call?
Of course, you want to quit a lot of different times.
I think that's the hope everyone should keep back home is whatever it is that you're cooking up, just know that it could be the next song, the next deal, the next video. For me, it was a Key Boy video I covered in my home city of Milwaukee.
Anytime it can pop
that
off.
video changed my
It's gonna
life.
happen.
And ever since that,
It's
I've
gonna
been
happen. Stay
hustling
tuned,
on the road, putting something out week after week to try and entertain and educate. It just takes one of those things to change your life.
Just one, only one.
All right, the boss is handling some business. We're gonna meet him at the next stop. That's some crispy French fries.
With
So
some
one thing I
ketchup
learned about
on there.
Ross is he is very good at protecting his
Smash.
energy. The next stop is about 30 minutes away. He had me get out, ride with my guys, and I like that because I've been on shoots where I'm rolling for 10 hours, and by the end of it, I can barely think of a question. I'm on E, I'm not feeling great. But the way you work with Ross, you get him fresh every time because he knows how to dip in, dip out, dip in, dip out. So just learning stuff from him. Pretty cool experience to work with a guy like this. What are you sipping on right now?
Oh, this is, that Rick Ross beer. You know, I got the THC
this man got his
vibe coming, you know what I mean? The lagers, the vibe.
He got his own little drink.
I'd love to try one.
Okay.
Why not?
I heard you also got a Pilsner.
Well,
They got
of course.
dentist
Which one you
office.
want? Renzo, check out my guy right here.
Drink,
Which one you want to try?
Hey, bro.
car show, everything.
This is Rick Ross's own beer, his lager.
Oh, it's
And
beer.
it's
Oh,
all,
beer.
it was done by a famous artist, this guy Marcus, and he did everything that reminds you of a man.
How did you guys meet?
We met through a friend of mine.
And you run the brewing, like the production and stuff like that?
I'm a consumer. I just own the brand. Something missing in the beer industry, such as a lunch beer.
That is nice.
And then we're doing THC seltzers, just everything. Just here's our.
Ooh, how many
high tide and slack tide.
Okay, 5 milligrams is a good number.
5 milligrams is when you're ready just to relax after you put the kids away, if you're a housewife or a father and you just want to watch TV and go to sleep. But going back to the partnership, he's incredible, and I've worked with a lot of different people in my life, and the great thing about him, he does it because he wants to do it. To actually love the brand and promote it is the best, I guess, partnership you could have, and I'm glad he loves it. And I know a lot of people that
No disrespect. Salute to the beer business, man. Really care about all that, man. Really care what he got to say either. No disrespect. No disrespect.
Protecting your energy. You know when to come in, come out, when to pause for a second. Can you talk to me about that?
That's just something that's natural to me. It's nothing that I put thought into. I do look at myself as the one that pretty much controls the conversation.
And do you feel like you always had that attitude of I'm the boss in the room, even when you were not yet quite officially the boss?
I did. You know, I was a young kid, I was a big kid, I was a playful kid, I was an athletic kid. You know, I made all city playing football. I played 3 different sports at one time. I wrestled.
You wrestled?
Yeah, I played center and I did track and field. So shot put was my thing. So
what weight did you wrestle at?
A heavyweight. It wasn't no limit.
Heavyweight.
Did you ever
no
go
limit.
I had one move that's all I cared about.
Headlock?
No.
Hip toss?
No.
Body lock?
He about to do it. He about to demonstrate it,
So basically, once we locked up, this all I wanted.
Knee pick.
That's it.
Yeah.
Boom. Once I get on top of you, then I'm gonna let my Hulk
Heavyweights
Hogan,
are cooked once they're
the
on top.
inner weight Hulk Hogan do you in. It's
Okay, so a
nothing
bull
you can
rush,
pretty
knee
much
peg.
do. Even if you work your way out of that, the energy that's gonna take from you,
Gas.
it's gonna be it's gonna be a rough day.
Me personally, I bet on wrestling.
That is kind of funny though.
I was 10, I wrestled for college. That to me, if I find a wrestler in any job, that's who I'm betting on.
You know something I'm a fan of that a lot of people wouldn't even believe? Sumo wrestling. It's
Yeah,
when I always go
all
to
the
Dubai,
heavyweights
I
out
make
there.
sure that the room that I suite I have it on sumo. They have sumo wrestling all day. And I love to just see those big low it's all about staying in that circle. So, and once again, it's competitive. I want to see how far somebody willing to go to accomplish whatever they're accomplishing.
All right, folks, that's a wrap. Rick Ross, that's a bucket list guy to do.
Salute to him, man. Hey, man, it's your boy Scotty Love. I just want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. And last but not least, I'm gone.